Another day, another question to answer. So for today's question, how information age in social media affects the human lives? Stitch this if you have your insights. I'll start first. Information changes according to people's intention. We all know that social media came in our lives that changes everything, including data privacy and fake news. Take note that if you're sharing your privacy and also your identity in social media, make it private. Share it with the people you know. And also, data. Your data should be kept for you to be able to have a safe space in social media.
Social media benefits teens by expanding their social networks and keeping them in touch with their peers and faraway friends and family.
Information age and social media affect human lives specifically through international network. We are in the golden age wherein just a single click or press can spread information which can cause negative and positive effects simultaneously. Nevertheless, society must be an information literate when it comes specifically in terms of political, health, and personal aspects. So social media nowadays is one of the most inevitable tools in terms of spreading information. It can change in just a second a certain story or information without regarding the sources. So whether you are young or adult, there is a possibility that this tool can make you also affected. There is no specific age, situation, health requirements, and the like to be informed. Click wise and think twice. Social media has a good benefit for everyone, but social media has a power to make you antisocial too.
How the internet has changed everyday life. The internet has turned our existence upside down. It has revolutionized communication to the extent that it is now a preferred medium of everyday communication. In almost everything we do, we use the internet. Ordering a pizza, sharing a moment with a friend, or even sending a picture over instant messaging. Before the internet, if you wanted to keep up with the news, you had to walk down to the newsstand when it opened in the morning and buy a local edition reporting what happened to the previous day. But today, a click or two is enough to read your local paper and any news from anywhere in the world. Social media are evolving to become something more, and innovation must be their hallmark if they are to continue being relevant. That is why the future is brimming with opportunities, and the future of the internet has only just begun.
We are social beings, and therefore we always want to connect ourselves with the rest of the world. And unlike how less our ancestors have as their means to socialize and communicate, we are fortunate to have more than just our spoken language to share our thoughts or express our opinions. Living in the information age had been ignited by the increased demand of information for education, research, business, and other industries. It has become a highway of endless data where people can easily get what they need or today. Along with this information available, it also brought upon us a lot of false and misleading materials which affected the way we perceive truth. Most of this false information come from social media platforms.
Social media platforms have more uses now apart from just having to share a photo or a post. It has now become a means for people to earn a living, express their own opinion about social issues, and share information and news. With just a flick of a finger on your smartphone, you can search information and even share information. This when information grew a huge gray hole on identifying what's real or not and on how much information should be shared. At such speed of how information can be spread and searched, a big responsibility is handed to us on how to handle information. With the ever-changing and growing importance of social media platforms with the information age, we must always carry this responsibility whenever we share, gather, interpret, and create information.
Information age and social media can affect human lives both in a positive and in a negative way. Information age helps us to have a broadened or an instant access to a knowledge or an information that would have been difficult or impossible to find previously. But information age also broadened the misinformation and fake news that may result to a chaos or a misunderstanding. And also, cyberbullying that may affect human lives in a way that it can increase the risk of depression, anxiety, loneliness, self-harm, and even a suicidal thoughts.
Stalking, identity theft, personal attacks, and misuse of information are just some of the threats faced by the users of the social media. Most of the times, the users themselves are the one to be blamed, for they end up sharing content that should not be public in the eye. So, as an advice, let us be, or we should be, a responsible social media user as much as we can.
The technological advancement in communication and information processes have greatly impacted our daily lives and have been the driving force of social evolution for the last several decades. Ever since the internet entered our daily lives, we have seen a rise in what has been termed social technologies, essentially any application of technology that facilitates interaction. With the plethora of social media websites and automation services available to us and accessible through a single pocket device, the way we interact with each other has completely changed.
As years pass by, our generation is upgrading, so as our computers and how we get information. For me, information age and social media affects our lives by making us more high-tech. How we get information nowadays is way more easier than before. Also, social media is one of the biggest influence of our lives right now. It brought so much impact into us. I can also say that we are now independent in social medias and we put so much trust into it, too, and because of it. Our life and our daily routine is easier than the past years.
Because of the developed technology, information are easily accessed by many. It can affect human lives by means of taking of their existence. On the other hand, information can be easily spread using the social media, which is used by many nowadays. It made the means of communication is easily, especially for those who are in a long-distance relationship. In terms of age, because of stereotyping, if you are old enough, the activities you're capable of are limited. But if you are not yet on that stage, you can enjoy life as long as you want.
At the current situation of the world where we live with our life on the line, every minute we step outside of our home, information and social media became an important weapon for us to keep us updated in what is the current situation of the world is in right now. Information age and social media greatly helps us. They make the gathering of new information much easier and less time-consuming. Although not all of that information is accurate. In those pile of informations, we can encounter some fake news. So we must make sure that the information we spread are legitimate, because spreading non-legitimate information can cause panic, especially in the current situation we are in. So be careful, and for more insights about how information age and social media influence human lives, swipe up.
Hi, so I will tell you how information age and social media affects the human lives. So during the information age, the information is very important in building the great civilizations. It helps the humans in many factors, for example, technology, agriculture, and education. Information, as it is evolving through time, gave us humans the potential to evolve as well. Due to many informations that we gather, we progress faster and farther than before. And soon that the social media is born as well from the information age, we can now access the information anytime and anywhere we want. Meaning to say that the information gave us the mobilization we want during this progress.
Disclaimer: our group choose TikTok as a platform to share our thoughts and insights for our assigned topic to show other students that this platform can be used as educational application also.